Yo guys, welcome back to another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. Okay, so it's the weekly news video. Live stream not long ended. English slides are up on Facebook. Depending on how you look at this, we've got some good news potentially. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's get into it. Firstly, as usual, I'd like to give a big shout out to every single one of you that are still interacting, liking, commenting. You know, stayed subscribed even though I stopped playing the game. I'm still trying to think of what to fill these days with. I've been playing Slime. I know. The problem isn't choosing the content. The problem is making sure I'm comfortable giving information about the content before making videos. Like if I don't know shit about the game, I don't want to tell you guys about the game. Anyway, let's go into the Danmachi slides. New Memoria available. We already knew that. That's sort of dropped yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Ongoing campaigns, the daily. Listen, I quit the game, right? But to aid and prevent me from summoning in other games, I've been logging in daily just to do the 311 draw. Just to stave off the cravings of summoning, you know. Login bonus, we already know about all of this. This is fine. We're gonna skim through this. Okay, this is it. New event info. They are rerunning the Nightmare Academia. I'm pretty sure this is like the second. Is it the second? It's the second rerun, I'm pretty sure. So this is like the third time total overall this has been played through. On EU, this is only the second time as far as I'm aware. US probably, or NA, sorry, probably the third time. JP definitely, maybe potentially longer, but I'm not sure. Anyway, right, so they have updated the units. They are changing the units. I do have the information, thanks to Yoko for reminding me about the news page, which we're going to have a look at after we go through the slides. Out of all of these, you know what, this artwork, let me bring this microphone closer. I need to make this very clear. This artwork makes me feel this in a different light. I don't know what it is. You guys can probably tell, but I'm not going to say anything. Ina and then Fells. Oh, you know, I love me some Tiona. I love them both. I had to whisper that too, like, just, I love me some Amazons, man. Like that's literally it. Okay, so it's going to be 600 iris for your first guaranteed 4 stars are available on the 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th and 10th pull. That does impact how valuable the banner is, because then you're getting a 4-star every 600, not every 400, which means these 4 stars are essentially costing you more, even though they're older units. That should impact your opinion as to whether you should summon or not. Keep that in mind. 2 banners. Units that appear in the Nightmare Academia gacha are balance adjusted with the... Okay, balance adjusted means they're going to give them slight changes, but keep in mind, it don't fucking matter. They're old units. They're never going to make them as strong as the current units. You have to keep that in mind. Like, this is a rerun. Don't go crazy. Christmas and New Year's are coming up. Those are the time limited units you kind of want to save for right now. You shouldn't be splurging and splashing out on old units that are not going to meet the standards of the current banners. So we're just skipping through this. Heroic Trial. Okay, I mean, that's pretty decent, because I'm not going to lie, that Seer unit is really good. Anytime there's an elemental assist involved, they're usually pretty good. Right. The Harry Potter Bell, that's what we're going to call him. The Harry Potter Bell. He had like a brief 2-week period where everyone was like, oh my god, he's really good, and then he just fell off the radar and everyone fucking forgot about him. So out of the 2 units, if you are not sure which one to get and you have them both the same level, then I would go for the Seer. 7th Zone, no one gives a shit. Water Record Buster, by the looks of it. And then coming on the 11th, which means there's probably no live stream next week. Wargame, we have Wargame, and then the 12th is Familiar Rush. Do they have the stages? They did not announce the stages, which means the stages are probably going to be published closer to the time. I know they showed them on the live stream, but I'm not going to do it here and now. I'll do it when the English slides are actually posted. Anyway, let's jump over to the information page and we're going to see what changes have been done. Okay, so we're on the English or the US version of the the news website, whatever it's called. These have the adjustments on there. We're just looking for the skill changes. Okay, so ultra Ultra Pen, Dark Resist minus 50%. Okay, they changed it from one turn to 3 turns, so Dark Resist minus 50% for 3 turns. Definitely worth. I mean, that the debuff alone is good. Like the 50% resistance to Dark. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. What do we change here? They added 3 additional actions and increased the damage by 5% on his skill 1, excuse me. Ultra Uncounter, Self Magic, and Dark Damage plus 65%. Plus 3 additional actions of low Dark Magic attack. Okay. So he buffs himself by an additional 5% Magic, 5% Dark, and then has 3 additional actions added. That's cool. Skill 2, High Dark, 75% chance to nullify physical attack. That's fucking crazy. Fast modifier was already there. Magic boost and high crit. Okay, they added the high crit with the temporary boost. So skill 2 is going to do a lot more damage now. Skill 3, oh mate, it's going to take me a while to get through these, isn't it? Skill 3, what did they change? They changed it from a high to a super. They added a temporary boost and ultra unguard rate. No, they had, okay, the temporary boost was already there, sorry. So ultra unguard rate. So what did they do? Just change it from high to super? Yeah, high dark magic attack, ultra unguard rate, temporary magic boost, super dark magic attack, temporary magic boost, and super and ultra unguard rate. Yeah, so they just changed it from high to super. That's cool. The passive adjustments, okay, so they added these 2 together as usual. True stack damage plus 15% upon crit and pen. Cool. All stats plus 30% instead of 25, and damage against ghosts remains the same. Okay, moving on to the Lily. Sorry, I just don't want this to take like super long and end up doing a 25-minute video. So we're just looking at the adjustments here. Stat adjustments are usually, listen, put it this way, this is a magic unit and they only buffed her 59, like an additional 59 magic. That says everything. Like, that's not the magic. It's like what I said, the magic stat is not on par with what we're currently seeing as the average magic stat. Anyway, right, so her SA is what's the change been? Ultra Earth Magic Attack, Temporary Magic Boost, Agility, and Dex minus 50%. Ultra Earth Magic Attack, great. They added the Great modifier, so it's going to do more damage. Agility and Dex minus 50% for 3 turns instead of 1 turn. Cool. Skill 1, the change has been Earth Magic Attack, Allies Magic, and Earth Damage plus 30. Magic, Agility. They added the Agility instead of just the Magic and Earth Damage plus 30%. Nah, it's kind of trash, but okay. Skill 2, what do we got? Mid Earth Magic Attack, Ultra Pen Rate, stats buff minus 2 turns. They changed that from a mid to a super Magic Earth Magic Attack, Ultra Pen, Magic Resist minus 35%, and stats buff minus 2 turns. That is much more acceptable. Skill 3, single target, high Earth Magic Attack, temporary Magic Boost, and Ultra Pen Rate has been changed to a high Earth Magic Attack, and everything else the same. Passive adjustments, they've fused the 2 with the resistance and the element based counters. Piercing strike, damage upon penetration is 15%, guard rate plus 30%, magic agility and dexterity plus 30% from 25, and then Phantasma Killer remains the same. Moving on to the Lily, let's have a look at the stats, I guess. These are the maximum stats at level 80 with Hero Ascension. Okay, with Hero Ascension. That means I was looking at the wrong one. Without Hero Ascension, sorry. I was looking at the right one. 1995. See, this magic stat here seems way more acceptable to me, but it is what it is. SA went from an AoE Ultra Earth Magic Attack with temporary magic boost and Earth Resist minus 50% 1 turn. Is exactly the same, but they added an Ultra Crit and extended the debuff by 3 turns. Cool. Skill 1 went from a low Earth Magic Attack AoE, Self Magic and Earth Damage plus 60% to low Earth Magic Attack and Agility minus 30%. They added the Agility debuff. I don't know why they're going hard on the Agility manipulation when most people use fast modified attacks nowadays. Self Magic and Earth Damage plus 60% stays the same, and they added 3 additional actions on that skill. Cool. Skill 2 is a fast mid-earth magic attack, ultra crit rate, and ally status debuffs minus 2 turns. And what did they add? They changed it so that AoE damage is increased by 30% for 2 turns, as well as having status debuffs reduced by 2 turns. And they changed it from a mid to a high damaging attack. So more damage plus AoE damage modifier. Okay. Skill free, single target high earth magic attack. What did they change it to? They literally just made it, went from a high to a super modifier. Passives will be the same. They're going to adjust it by adding the resistance with the elemental based counters all into one. And then the additional change was damage on penetration plus 10%. Cool. The Filvis, the best looking unit on these whole banners. Okay, so what are we saying? What, 1993? Okay, that magic stat is good. She is the record buster unit, but gonna have to look at the current magic units to see what magic levels are sitting at, but these guys probably will still do a decent amount of damage. Anyway, right, so the SA before, what do they change? 80% per each self magic buff, ultra crit rate. They change it to 90%, so she'll do ultra dark magic attack, ultra crit rate, damage plus 90% for every self magic buff. So she went from doing 160 to 180% additional damage, potential damage on her SA. That's kind of fucking crazy. She always out DPS'd Goblin Slayer anyway. Goblin Slayer still hits. I mean, I don't know. Dark's been a little bit neglected, I guess. Even with the recent units, it was left for so long before it got any love. Anyway, skill 1 is a single target mid dark magic attack self buffs of 60% of darker magic. They changed that from 60 to 65 and added 3 additional actions, so she's going to do more damage, definitely. Skill 2 went from a higher dark magic attack penetration rate, single target damage increased by 20%, and they changed that to exactly the same and added a 25% single target damage modifier. Yeesh. Okay, she's definitely going to output more damage, and the dark record buster team is probably going to become more streamlined because of this as well, especially if you're running magic. Skill 3 is a single target super magic attack, 40% for every self magic buff on self or high crit rate, and they changed that to, oh my god, they added a high crit rate. No, the crit rate's already there, so they just changed where it was in the word. I literally just read it. How did I forget that? They changed it from a 40% to a 50%, so the potential damage went from 80 to 100. She's gonna hit a lot harder for sure. They merged the element resistance as well as the element type counter, and the additional is 15% upon 15% additional damage on crit and penetration. Yeah, I kind of feel like she's gonna hit. She may be on par with the current record buster units if you've got the team to support her. Jeez. And then we have the Ina before strength magic counter rate and heal minus 5%. They changed that to strength magic counter rate heal and magic resist minus 5%. So they just literally added minus 5% counter rate. I mean magic resist, sorry. Oh wait, you know what? I should just look at this one down the bottom. What did she do at max? Literally everything's gonna be the same. They're just gonna, you have 15% minus magic resistance added on there as well. There are better assists to do what she does. She probably will come in handy with that heal debuff, but that literally is what it is. So those are all the changes. I'm sorry if it took longer than expected, but that is literally all of the news. I won't be covering any of the non-translated Familiar Rush Royale situation just yet. When those are posted, I will cover them in the news as well. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to drop a like if you did. Come by my stream later tonight, 7 p.m. GMT, I guess it is, since the clocks went back. 7 p.m. UTC, GMT, whatever, is when I start streaming. I'll be covering Genshin, Precon, and the new Slime game, given that I haven't done any of my dailies, I guess. So if you want to stop by, you're more than welcome to. Hope you enjoy your time. Anyway, whatever you're doing today, I love you guys. Thanks for coming through, and I'll catch you in the next one.